Hello, everyone. This is Jonathon Moline, and welcome back to another interview. In today's interview, we got Sonic Rules, aka Alex Gray. Welcome to the show, Alex.
Hey, how's it going?
So, Alex, we know you're a huge NASCAR fan, and you're a VA, and you make some really cool content. We're going to talk to you today about what got you started on YouTube and your hobbies and what you like to do. So, Alex, first question. What got you started on YouTube, bud?
Oh man, I've had my channel since August 1st, 2009, so a long time ago. And geez, yeah, I mean, I discovered YouTube around 2007, and I used to watch a bunch of old videos of old stadiums getting demolished, like Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, or Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, or Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta, and later on started seeing like people making these videos. I was like, oh wow, people can actually make videos. I'd like to make videos myself too. And I had Windows Movie Maker on my dad's desktop, and I that's kind of where it started. And my first video, even though it came out August 1st, 2009, I recorded it on December 20th, 2008. I don't know why it took me several months to upload it, but I finally got around to it. It was just me driving past Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, and that was the day that their old stadium, the RCA Dome, got demolished when they imploded it.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I made a bunch of cringy videos as a 13, 14-year-old, and you know, got into the MLP stuff, and then now doing a lot of NASCAR content.
Nice.
So, I guess my channel's come a long way.
Yeah, you jabroni. I'm just kidding. Yeah, man. You're in 2009. Nice, nice. That's when I created my YouTube channel, June 3rd, 2009.
hmm
God, Alex, you and me have been on YouTube for so long. We're old.
Yeah, that's what it feels like anymore. It's
I,
amazing, especially watching how much YouTube has changed from, a lot of people consider like '09 to 13 like the golden age of YouTube, and YouTube now, and
mm-hmm.
how so much has changed.
Yeah, I was just a young, naive 19-year-old when I created my channel, finishing high school. Um, had videos, but those old videos don't exist anymore from that era because sound went corrupt on them, so I had to delete all my videos when I was 19. But I came back
Hmm.
in 2010 when I was 20 with that parkour video. When it,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I remember, waiting for my in eighth grade, waiting for the bus, and I'd just get on my phone and watch Ray William Johnson's Equals Three every single morning. Me and my friends would just watch it, see what's up.
Nice. I remember that. That's where I discovered, like, through him, I discovered Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme 2012.
Yeah,
I
it was
was.
like anymore, even though it wasn't that long ago. And now it just feels like a completely different time compared to now.
I know YouTube was a totally different animal back then. I remember when the site came out. It was actually when I was in high school. It came out in '05. Actually, everyone thinks it's '06, but it actually came out in 2005
Yep.
because the first YouTubers started in '05. Like, you may know Smosh. They started in
Yep.
'05.
Yeah, the very first video ever uploaded on the YouTube's called "Me at the Zoo."
I was 15 when that YouTube was first created. I was just a little punk.
I was freaking. Oh gosh, how old was I? Like 18? No, 8 maybe. I was 18,
Oh, you're a
2014.
little shit.
Yeah, I was 8. That
Damn. You're making me feel old.
was the first full NASCAR season I ever watched on TV.
I remember my first NASCAR race I watched was in '95.
Oh wow.
I can't
Yeah.
remember who was racing that year, who won. That was so long ago.
Oh, you're talking about guys like Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon,
Mm-hmm.
Dale Jarrett,
Mm-hmm.
Mark Martin, Jeff Burton,
Bobby
uh,
Allison.
Bobby Allison. Oh, that's a little after Allison, but yeah, he was in the '80s. Um, let's see. Geez, I should know. Lake Speed. I can bring up that random name.
Yeah, I was 5 when I first saw my first race in '95.
Yeah. My first race was '04, Chicagoland. which is now going to be off the NASCAR schedule next year. So that's a bummer.
Aw.
Yeah, NASCAR's making like a bunch of changes to the 2021 schedule, and at the cost it took off Chicagoland and sadly my home track, Kentucky Speedway. So Kentucky will not be hosting NASCAR next year.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
yeah, I mean, I think Kentucky's a wonderful venue. It's a wonderful market. It just hasn't provided the best racing, and I think that might be. And plus, they had this repave, and it didn't really go all that well. So I think that's kind of what played into it. The track's not getting torn down or anything, so I'm hopeful that, while it's doing other stuff, that maybe
Yes.
NASCAR can come back there.
Yeah. Yes, I'm a Canadian and I like NASCAR. Fuck yeah.
There, NASCAR's ran in Canada. There's a track in Montreal, the track in Mosport.
I thought that was Formula One.
Oh God, where is the Canadian Grand Prix? Let me look that up. I should know this. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Because I know Formula One is in Canada for sure.
Oh yeah, Formula One is.
That's a world. That's a world thing.
Yep. Let's see. Oh yeah, they hosted in Montreal. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Yeah.
I didn't know NASCAR came to Canada. Wow, that's new for me.
Oh yeah, the Truck Series. Well, they didn't run there this year because of COVID, but they run at a road course, the Canadian Tire Mosport track, and
Oh yeah, the Truck Series. Right. The Truck Series comes here, but not the Car Series.
Yeah, the Xfinity Series used to race at Montreal for a few years, and then they went away, which sucked because I thought that was a really nice track and provided some really interesting racing. The Cup Series is not in Canada, but they're in Wisconsin at Road America, so it's kind of close.
Wisconsin Dells.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Wisconsin. It's been a long time since I've been to that state.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little shit when I went to Wisconsin. I was in '95 actually when I went to Wisconsin.
I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
I was born December of '96. That's when I was born.
You're 96, huh? So that would make you 25?
I will be 23. Actually, let's see, it's the 19th, so 2 months from tomorrow, I will turn 24. Oh, God.
What?
Am I really going to be 24 in 2 months? That's just weird. Wasn't that long ago?
Oh, shut up. You're still a young pup.
Oh, I know. It just feels like yesterday I was 18, you know?
Dude, you're in your 20s. You're fine. Look at me. I'm turning 31 this November 13th.
Oh, damn.
Yes, I know. It's all over. I'm just kidding. Nah, I still feel great, man. I don't feel like my age at all. I honestly don't feel like my age. I feel younger for some reason.
That's the important part. Is just feel as young as you can, even if you grow older.
Well, yeah, I've been getting healthier, actually, as I've been getting older.
That's good.
Yeah, I still look great for my age. Everyone's like, dude, you're in your 30s. That's not a big deal, bro. Quit complaining. Yeah. You still got 10 more years. Yeah, so it's just like, yeah. So, what was your favorite NASCAR race of all time?
Oh man, that's a really good one, because there's several that I could probably name off of that I've witnessed over time. One of them for sure. One that I didn't watch, but from overall perspective, ow, I bit my tongue. Anyway,
don't bite your tongue.
I don't know why I did. Ow.
I've done that before. It sucks.
Yeah. This one I didn't watch because I wasn't a fan yet, but the 2001 Pepsi 400, when Dale Earnhardt Jr. won the Daytona race after his dad died, and how special that was, and how the crowd was and everything. Just one of the most biggest comebacks in all of sports, honestly, and that's kind of how Dale Jr.'s popularity soared, and then he wins the first race after 9/11 that year, and that's kind of where it all started for him, and just marking his own identity in NASCAR, now him being a wonderful ambassador to the sport and everything else. Of a race that I've witnessed, the 2007 Daytona 500 with that great finish with Mark Martin and
Oh
Kevin
yeah,
Harvick.
yeah, that was a good one. I saw that on TV.
Yeah, that was a good one. I wanted Mark Martin to win it just because he never won it. He was late in his career. I was like, oh man, I really wanted him to win it, but I was happy for Harvick, and it was a wild finish for sure. 2014 Daytona 500 when Junior won it, because I didn't watch the '04 live because I wasn't a fan yet, but 14, I remember the race rained out, or the race, it was raining, so it drove into the night, and at one point, that was when I was still learning how to drive. So Dad took me to my high school parking lot, drove around for a bit, came back, watched the rest of the race.
2014, you said?
Yeah.
I first met you in 2014.
Yeah. Junior had a really good year in 2014. And,
I was 20. I was 24 then. Jeez, I was a young little shit then. Still.
God, time has flown by really fast. Like, it feels like Halloween's gonna come and pass during this. Thanksgiving will be tomorrow. Christmas will be next week. That's what it feels like.
Thanksgiving already happened in Canada, so.
That's true, actually. That happened just recently. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, our version of Thanksgiving here in America, of course, is we'll eat, and then once we're done eating, we'll go shopping for whatever reason. Freaking Black Friday.
Don't even get me started on Black Fridays.
Yeah.
They're not going to be so good this year because with COVID and everything.
Cyber Monday will probably be really busy, though.
Cyber shopping. Mm-hmm.
I'm down for that. Not Black Friday, but I'm down for Cyber Monday.
Steam sales are good around Christmas. You get good video games around Christmas. They have good sales going on, and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've always been a fan of racing. Like, I love racing games.
Oh, yeah.
My first racing game I got was for the Nintendo 64. Oh, yeah, Mario Kart. But still, that is considered racing. It's Mario Kart.
Yeah, yeah. My first racing game was Gran Turismo 3 on the PlayStation 2. My brother and I got a PS2 Christmas of 2003, and one of the games we got with it was Gran Turismo 3 and ATV Off-Road Fury 2.
And then when I got into really good racing games, I had a racing game for that wasn't Mario related, and for the N64, I can't remember what it was called. But then when I got the Nintendo GameCube, I started playing like games like Need for Speed.
Yeah.
Underground 2 is my first one.
Same. I loved Underground 2.
Yes, and then when I got Xbox, it was into the Forza games, which I currently play now, the Horizon games.
Yep. Forza Horizon, honestly, Forza Horizon is such a great series overall, and it sucks they didn't make one this year, but I'm assuming maybe it's because the new console's coming out, and we'll probably get more Forza titles eventually.
Because usually it's every 2 years you get a Forza Horizon game, and it's been more than 2 years. Yeah.
Of course, recently, Forza Motorsport 7 is on Game Pass, so I got that recently as well.
Yeah, I've tried the motorsport games. I just wasn't a fan. I prefer the Horizon games more. But it's just like... So go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, I think the biggest thing about Horizon is this massive open world you can drive around with other players online, doing all these races, the music, the atmosphere. There's just so many cool aspects to it that I just fell in love with early on. I've started out playing the Forza Horizon demo on the 360, and I was like, "Ooh, this is kind of fun." Then I got Horizon 2, and then I got the 1, and then I got 3 and 4. I'm like, "Gosh, man, these games just keep getting better and better."
With me, it started with 3 for the Xbox One, but then I played the Xbox. Then 2, the Xbox One version of Forza Horizon 2 came on, was for free. I've got that, and then I played 2, and I'm like, wow, 2, the scenery in this game, I thought 3 is beautiful, and the map in 2 is really nice.
Yeah.
And then I got 4, which has something they never did before, seasons, and the weather changes. You go snow, you go from fall, and that's realistic, and it's like every week it's a new season, and it's like so real. And I'm happy with the map they chose. It's like England, Scotland, and when you go to England, they have some cars. They have a lot of well-known cars there in England. But
yeah, the seasons change every week. That's stuff I've always loved about it.
And the thing I love about the Forza games, there's always new stuff, new challenges, new cars you can unlock. It's like unlimited replay value. Also,
Yeah, there's literally so much you can do. You know that even if you feel like you've done everything, there's still something you can do. So, and of course the map expansions they add in the Horizon games are fun too. So, if they do another one, I'm curious to see what the next location
I'm
they'll
go-
go to is.
I'm gonna laugh. Like Forza Horizon 3, like the map expansion, like Blizzard Mountain, and then the Hot Wheels one. The Hot Wheels one was awesome.
Oh, I love the Hot Wheels map. That was cool. That was fun.
Relive my childhood.
Yeah.
And it's just like you. And then with 4, you had Fortune Island, which was pretty cool. That map had a great drift. You could drift the mountain, had a great drift track on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had the Lego one, which was unique. But I was not too. It was okay. I wasn't too keen. But I think the third expansion was actually the Battle Royale, and the Eliminator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that just popped up out of nowhere. I just see a sign on trucks going by that say Eliminator on. I'm like, I wonder if that's the next expansion.
Yeah, the Lego one was definitely different, but I do like the little racetrack that they added in the Lego map. That one's fun to do.
Yeah. And then for Need for Speed games, I got first it was Payback. No, first it was 2015 for the Xbox One. I got that. And then it was Payback, and then it was the one afterwards. Shoot. Heat.
Heat, okay.
Yeah. And
I remember one Need for Speed game I played one time. I rented off a GameFly years ago. I think it was Undercover. And I remember the stadium in the map in that game was based off of the stadium I live 10 miles from, Cincinnati, Paul Brown Stadium. And I was like, why does that stadium look familiar?
I don't get why people dislike that game. I actually thought Undercover was actually a good game. It was so underrated, Undercover.
Yeah. I thought that was a decent game. That was pretty good.
The map was really big in that.
Mm-hmm.
For Xbox 360, I think that's probably the biggest map on the Need for Speed games.
Yeah.
And then Burnout Paradise on Xbox 360. Oh my god, that game was awesome.
Yeah, and I loved Burnout 3 Takedown as well.
Yeah, the soundtrack was so good.
Oh god, I loved the soundtrack in that game. It was so much fun.
I know. We are the lazy generation. That's the theme song for it.
Yeah, we are the lazy generation. Yeah.
I'm like, why does this speak to me so much?
That game was so much fun. Me and my brother used to goof around in that game all the time.
Yeah, man. Good memories. Yeah, because when I played for like Burnout in Paradise, how you got new cars is you find them in the map driving around and you crash into them. And my friend Joe would see it. He's like, "There it is, get him, there it is, go get him." Just crash. I love the crash effects, and that just caused chaos everywhere. It was cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of Daytona, I remember going on vacation to Florida in 2009. I actually went to Daytona.
Oh, nice. Okay. Did you go to the race? Or...
No, because I went in October. I missed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was like, damn it. But it was still really cool. Like, 19-year-old me got to go to Daytona. That was one of the places. I loved the beach there. It was really nice.
Yeah, Daytona Beach. That's where NASCAR started.
Yes.
Back in the late 1940s.
Racing on the sand.
Yep. Bill France had a dream, and this is what it is now. So I'd love to go. I want to go to the Daytona 500 sometime soon. Even if it's possibly next year or the year after.
That's how NASCAR starts off. It's in the Daytona 500. It starts off, that's the beginning of the season. It starts off in February.
Yep, that's our Super Bowl.
Yep.
It's a huge deal. This year's 500. Of course, the President of the United States gave the command to start the engines, got to visit, which was a pretty high honor. And then the race started for 20 laps, and then it rained, and then it continued on Monday. And then Denny Hamlin ended up winning his third in 4 years. Yeah. And then, of course, sadly, a bad crash at the end of it. Ryan Newman got sent to the hospital.
Yeah.
thankfully he walked out 2 days later,
That was
and
this year, right?
yeah, that was this year, and he's now racing still and driving the number 6 every week for Jack Roush, and I'm just very thankful that he's still
Mm-hmm.
out there, because that's something that these drivers, that they all know what they're aware of when they climb into those cars. There's always a sense of danger, and the wreck was a freak accident, but it was actually discovered afterwards. Ryan Newman has an engineering degree. He went to Purdue University. He knows a lot about how everything works with the cars. He actually
Mm-hmm.
developed an extra bar in the roll cage after he had a wreck at Talladega in 2009, I think it was, and he called it the
Nice.
Newman bar.
The new.
And yeah, and supposedly that bar probably saved his life in that wreck this year.
That's the thing. It's like, and then when they first, and then remember when they first brought out those prototype cars, that big crash they had that could have killed that one driver, and when they were just driving and just the car rolled nonstop, and they showed how
Oh,
safe the cars were. Do you remember that years ago when those prototype cars first came out, the ones that are around now?
are you talking about the ones with the wing, the car of
Yeah,
tomorrow?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Michael McDowell's crash at Texas. I remember he walked out. I was like, he's okay
I
after
was like
that.
that. I saw it on TV. I was watching that live, and
Yeah.
I was like, that's the most violent crash I saw in a long time. And
Oh, it was frightening.
it's like, this guy's dead. This guy's dead. I'm like, we're watching a guy literally dying right here. This guy's dead. Because there's no,
20, 20,
how
20,
many
30 years ago, he probably would have been.
how many rolls did that car take?
Oh, quite a good amount.
Wasn't it like 18 rolls?
Something like that, because I know he lost control and just slammed right head on at
In the
190
wall.
miles an hour into the freaking wall.
Yeah. And it's just like, I'm like, if he's not dead by the impact, he's dead by that car flying around and rolling around like that.
Yeah, it's amazing what NASCAR has done over the last 20 years to
Yeah.
improve on the safety of the drivers. The other one was 2009 when Carl Edwards got spun from the lead, lost the win. His car went up completely off the air and hit the catch fence.
Yep.
Some some fans did get injured from debris.
Yep.
No one died, luckily,
Yeah.
but
And I remember a
you
few
know,
years after that, and I think '09 or something, Bush's car went into the cat fence after the winning lap at the race. Bush's car went into the cat
oh,
fence, and people got hurt too.
that was the 2015
Yeah,
Coke
sorry,
Zero 400
2015. Yes.
Austin Dillon. Yeah, that was Austin Dillon when Junior won that race. Remember
Yeah,
that?
I know that wasn't Bush that went to. That was Austin that went to the catch fence.
Austin Dillon. Yeah,
And his car, people fans actually got hurt in that one
yeah.
because parts you could see. I think a steering wheel. I think one of the wheels of the car fell into somebody's seats.
Oh yeah, the debris. Yeah. Although you have to say the catch fence did its job.
Oh yeah,
It held the car back from
yeah. I think,
something really bad
and
happening.
I think a car this year went into the catch fence too, didn't it?
Yeah, you might be referring to Newman.
Yeah, Newman, Ryan Newman.
Well, he kind of did. He got he got he was in the lead coming to the checkers. He got turned, hit the wall, flipped, and then he got hit on his driver's side upside down by a car approaching him at 200 miles an hour, which is probably the worst thing that could ever happen. And there was nothing the guy could have done to get out of the way. You only have like a second to react to that. So, let's see. I can't recall any other catch fence incidents from this year, though. So,
No, that was the closest to a catch fence crash since we've seen since the 2015 one.
yeah.
Where it's just like, but I've seen some legendary catch fence crashes over the years. Like one of the cars hit the catch fence and it exploded, and a fireball went into the audience. At the truck race series, I can't remember what year that
Oh,
was.
oh, that's Jeff Bodine in 2000. He had
Yes,
that horrific crash. Yeah, I know
I'm.
what you're talking about.
I'm like, this man's dead.
Yeah, and somehow he was okay. I think he got hurt, but he somehow was
His
okay
truck
after that.
literally bursted into flames, into a fireball right into the audience. I'm like,
Oh,
there's
I
no way
know.
someone didn't get hurt in that.
Yeah, I look at replays of that every now and then. I'm like, my God, that scary stuff.
I'm like, there's no way
But
the audience didn't even get hurt by that, because that went into the catch fence. The fireball just went boom.
yeah, I think that comes from like the fuel cell and stuff like that.
Yes,
Excuse me.
you're
So,
excused. Burp one. I just have every time someone makes a burp in one, he said just go like, ding ding comes on. The burp meter, ding. I should find a way to edit some special effects in there. Ding. Burp 1.
Coca-Cola is good.
Yeah. It's just cool that every year you see the NASCARs, the cars themselves evolving. You see them trying to become more safer, and the Road Series is pretty good. Have you watched the Road Series, NASCAR Road Series, where they're driving around the track in different courses?
Oh, I know IndyCar does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the road courses, yeah, they can be pretty entertaining. They actually ran on the Indianapolis. Next year they're gonna run Indianapolis at the road course instead of the oval for NASCAR.
Yeah. There's been some bad crashes in the Road Series over the years. Thing with the Road Series, when you crash in the Road Series, you're all close together like that. One car, it's like a domino effect. Bang, bang, bang.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're in a pack, you have a higher chance of seeing a wreck.
Yeah.
Most people think the wrecks are the most entertaining thing about the race. But then you're thinking, yeah, but then you got to think of the drivers that are in those wrecks.
Right.
I mean, they're gambling their lives driving to win every day they drive these cars. All it takes is one loose bolt or debris, and the car's going to go right into the wall. Yeah. But in a way, it was a pretty intense season this year. There's a lot of wrecks. And isn't Talladega the last race of the year?
Actually, the last race of the year is at Phoenix here in about 3 weeks.
Oh, we already had Talladega?
Yep, just a couple weeks ago.
Darn it, I missed it! I never missed I never missed Talladega. I'm like, darn it!
Well, it was a pretty fun, intense race.
Okay, it was good? Who won?
It was a good race. It was... Why is it escaped? Denny Hamlin.
Oh, nice. So Phoenix is going to be the final one this year.
Yeah, and it's been at Homestead for the longest time.
Are you going to narrate it?
I'll probably have my reaction video to it and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because you still have you have a league that you race with, don't you?
Actually, yeah, when the pandemic broke out, I actually was playing in a NASCAR Heat league with some friends, and that was fun. I nearly won the championship in one of the seasons we did. Nearly won it. I had the lead on the last lap, and my tires were pretty shot.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
It's cool when you get a crew together and you just race and have fun.
Yeah, I want to see if we could do that in Forza 7 because NASCAR's in that game and all the different tracks you could run at.
I have a drift challenge for you.
A drift challenge?
In Forza Horizon 4. I have a drift challenge for you. See if you can try and get up to 4,000 combo drift.
4,000 combo drift. Okay.
Without hitting anything or crashing.
Yeah, that's definitely a high task.
Mm-hmm. And you got to get it all in one beautiful swoop flow. You could choose. Right. You could choose any car you want for it, but it's got to have the settings to be a drift car.
Right. Heck, one of the Formula Drift cars would work well too. And
also record it, so I could see your proof, and then I'll try and beat your score.
All right, I'll get to it when I can do that then.
Yeah, it's a little challenge series I've been thinking because I've been playing that Forza and I'm thinking, how could I make this fun? I don't know, record a video, get my friends to take on it and see if they can challenge and beat my score.
Mm-hmm.
That game's all about style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love the car customization, especially with the graphics. I've been working on this one art piece for my next car I just got in the game. And I was working on 2 hours straight to get this graphic perfect. I got a rep. Yeah. I like racing for Firestone. That's the type of car brands, logos I put in my car. And what is it? I also like Rocket Bunny body kits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've been I got my I customized my Toyota Supra because Toyota's back in the game now. They're back in Forza. They have their cars back in the game. Toyota.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm like, yes. Subaru and Toyota came back for Forza. No, it wasn't Subaru. It was Toyota and what was the other one? Mitsubishi, I think. Yeah. And Alex, this is how you and me like to talk. We talk about racing.
Yeah.
Seriously, folks, this is how me and Alex talk when we're in general conversation. It's either about racing or what else? Football?
Football. Well, I do have the Monday Night Football game on right now. The
Ah,
Arizona, the Cardinals are actually putting a beat down on the Cowboys.
the Cardinals?
Yeah,
Sweet.
because Dak Prescott got hurt last week, and well, I can't help but have a soft spot for Andy Dalton. He played for the Bengals all those years, and I just want to see him do well. So,
Let's hope so.
yeah. Although I think one of the Cardinal players got me the official win in fantasy football.
Yep.
Let me see what.
And to all of you who know what Alex's OC was called back when he was in the fandom, it wasn't Sonic Rules. It was Sport.
It was sport. And I don't mind still using him. I still use him in my profile pictures and everything else.
Your Equestria Girl version.
Yeah, the human version.
Yeah. Because he's into sports. What sports are his favorite?
Well, my OC sport, my canon is that he's a baseball player. And at this rate, if he's my age, he's in the MLB probably. Tearing it up. So, baseball for sure. He's always a big racing fan too, and football and everything else.
Nice.
Now they're showing the highlights of the. Go ahead.
No, you first. Go ahead.
Oh,
This is
They're
your.
showing the highlights of the. They're showing the highlights of the Chiefs-Bills game. The Chiefs won 26-17.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah. I think the Chiefs might be the new Patriots at this point, the way they're playing.
Yeah. You know what else I've been studying for?
What?
Your boy's got a driver's handbook.
Hey, let's go!
Mhm.
Learn how to drive. Good man.
Yes. Well, yeah, because I've been seizure-free since I've been 18. So.
Good. Good. I actually had a.
And I'm 30, so.
Mhm.
That means I'm qualified.
Yeah, I have a friend from college. We went to the same high school at different times. He's a little older than me, but he had issues with seizures in the past too, and now has been able to drive himself. So, you know, I will say that what's fun about driving is I know there's other people out there that drive like they don't have a brain, but just there's the thing of having freedom and just being able to go from point A to point B a little bit easier than needing a ride and stuff like that. So
I know what kind of car. I know what kind of car I'm gonna get once once I get my full. In the future, once I get my full license and all that, and get enough money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get a 1999 Nissan Skyline.
Hey, all right.
Because in Canada, I could legally own that. Because it's been old. The car's old enough to own. Because I think it's after 14 years you can actually own one. The reason why that car was not legally owned or U.S. or Canada because of the way it was built. It didn't have certain safety requirements, I think, because I don't think it was because the driver's side was on the other side. I think it was because it didn't have. Alex, you know a lot about cars. Do you think you know why the Skyline wasn't able to buy in the U.S. because of the safety requirements?
That I do not know. I'm not sure.
I love my Japanese imports. That or I love muscle. Like either classic Dodge Charger. Because I love cars. But with the streets around here, I'd probably get a truck or something.
Okay.
Yeah, something good,
Yeah.
But with car comes with great responsibility. I don't know. Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to drive anybody with me for a while until I think you have to have proper insurance and you got to get all that.
Yeah.
I just show up at work in my own car.
Check it out, guys. I got a ride,
Everyone just looking at me all pissed off. That's like, I'd be like, I'm out of here. Getting out and taking my... Yeah, man. Nah, like, it's just like... I feel like it's a good goal for me because I feel like it gives more job opportunities would open up for me and more freedom would open up for me. So, yeah. Also, your driver's license also counts as another piece of identification. Because it gets tiring showing your passport everywhere you go into a club or something.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing I use. Because that is my government ID, obviously. But it's more like... It's... I don't like... Because, I'm like 30. So it's like... Some places I get asked for my ID and some I don't. Like... Restaurants I don't, but mainly casinos I definitely do. But if they ask me for my ID, I'll just show my ID. Not a big deal. But still, like, the only reason why I always wanted to own my own vehicle because it's kind of like a dream, It's like you want to own your own car, you want to travel, you want to get out of the house for a bit, go for a drive.
Yeah.
The drivers in this city though are crazy. I'll tell you that. Especially
here where I am.
In summertime, on Sunday nights, you see all the fancy cars come out because it's cruise night. You see the Dodge, you see the Chevys, you see all these old school cars, Mustangs. You see pretty much everything. And yes, there is street drag racing in my city.
Gotcha.
Cops. You see a lot of the cops out.
I can imagine.
Sunday night cruise night. The people just go to a Tim Hortons. They show off their car. They do gatherings. People check out their vehicles. And then you have the sun guys go racing down the street, drag racing. One of my neighbors owns a Ferrari. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I saw his car one time and I was like.
Yeah. Every time I see one around here, my eyes light up. I'm like, whoa!
It was a Ferrari 360 Spider.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Spider's a really nice one. I wouldn't own a Ferrari myself. No, too much.
Yeah.
I like a car that has power, but I'd like one that would just be more comfortable for me.
I would love to have a Chevy Corvette.
Corvettes? What type?
Yeah.
What type?
Oh, geez. I like the new ones, the Stingrays and all that. Those would be cool. To have the new ones that they make.
Oh, the Stingray? That's a good one. That's an old school Stingray. I like probably like another car I like was the Ford GT. And then there was I love driving my favorite type of car. I'm just like so into the Japanese ports, like the Supra, or the Supras, or the Toyota Supras, or the Nissan Skylines, because the Skyline's got great handling. That's the thing that's good about Nissan. They have great handling. Also, if you want to drive a Skyline, you got to learn how to drive a stick.
Gotcha.
Manual.
Yeah, I'm not used to driving manual.
Me neither. The closest thing I've ever driven to something with an engine in it is a go-kart. That's the only thing I've ever driven with the engine. Although I actually know a boat too. Sailboat. One time.
Okay.
It was really cool. When I was a kid, though, when I was a little tiny kid, my grandpa would put me in the front seat. I'd pretend to move the steering wheel of the car when we were driving. Yeah, so I also like the old Pontiac Firebirds.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I always loved the Chevy Monte Carlo, even the ones from the 2000s.
The Monte
The ones
Carlo?
they drove. Yeah, the ones they drove in NASCAR too. And I know people. I've seen people have Monte Carlos to this day that are NASCAR themed. One's orange with a 20 for Tony Stewart, or red with an 8 on it for Dale Jr., or even a black one. There was even a Intimidator edition for Dale Earnhardt back then.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I love stuff like that.
Aren't the NASCARs today, aren't they Chargers or are they Camaros?
They're Camaros.
Thought so.
Yep, Camaros, Mustangs, and Camrys.
Toyota Camry?
Yep. Although they used the Supra in the Xfinity series, so I'm kind of waiting to see if maybe when the next gen car comes out in 2022, if they'll switch to that.
Everyone's saying the new Toyota Supra is pretty sick.
Oh, it is. It looks amazing.
Yeah. It's kind of cool how they bring those old cars back after a while. Because I remember for years they weren't making any new Camaros, and they finally brought them back.
Mm-hmm.
You can thank Michael Bay for that Bumblebee's design in the Transformer movie.
Oh, yeah. Every time I see a Camaro like that, I'm like, is that Bumblebee?
I'm like, that's the new Camaro? I love in a way it still kind of kept its classic design of the box square.
Yeah.
Don't die on me, Alex. We still need you for the rest of this video.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah. You're too young. Still got a long life ahead of you.
Indeed.
So, now there's one thing we skipped over. You love NASCAR, but was there anything you liked about voice acting back in the day?
I guess playing the different characters and just learning what kind of different voices I can impersonate and from the different shows and everything. I could do SpongeBob voices at work and people would be highly entertained by it, so...
Oh my god.
I mean, hey. Yeah.
I remember when I first saw your channel, you went to your work and actually did Discord's voice all day long.
Oh, yeah.
And
I did that before.
With your school. You went to your school and did that. And it's more like... Wasn't your voice sore after that? Or...
No, I think I was alright. I was just, careful. Stuff like that.
Have you ever had a moment when you're voice acting that you get stuck in that character voice?
I don't think I've ever experienced getting stuck in a character's voice. I might have come close, but I don't recall ever, getting stuck in it.
That happened to me once.
Oh, yeah?
I was so into doing the character, and I had to do it for, at least a couple videos for people. And I was getting to the point where I'm like, I'm tired. And then I'm like, but my voice was, still stuck in it. And I'm like, okay, the only way to get out of this is do a couple of videos to the point where my throat hurts and I can't voice act.
Yeah.
That was a bad move on my part. I was tired because I was already sick because I had a lung issue, which I was just recovering from. I had a lung infection. Mm-hmm. I got that in my Vegas trip last year. And then, I was on medication for it, and that was in February of this year. So, very beginning of February of this year. And it didn't last long. It only lasted for a couple of days, but I was coughing out blood.
Oh, God.
That terrified me. And it just... I've never... And I'm thinking, okay, there's a lot of diseases you can have when you're coughing out blood. There's There's the kissing one, mono. You get that from usually your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I definitely don't have that. Or I think maybe my throat's maybe have strep throat. So, whatever it was, my friends told me, okay, John, no. They told me not to do the project because they're canceling me from the project because they care more about my health, because they could tell by the way I was acting, I was coughing a lot. They were more concerned about my health. So, yeah, I had a lung issue, but then my voice was back to normal. But then it sucked. I had to retrain my voice to sing again, to do all that voice acting. It took a long ass time, but yeah. Word of advice, kids: do not voice act when you have a cold. It will mess you up, big time.
Yeah.
That's the problem about being a workaholic.
Oh yeah.
Many issues.
A lot of issues indeed. And you're just like, come on, I want to do stuff and not be distracted by having a stuffed up nose like, I had a couple times earlier this year.
I know. When you're a workaholic, you're like, I have to get this video done. People on the side, John, you're working too much. Have some fun. I gotta get this video done.
Yeah, that's what that's what I try to do every now and then. Just kind of relax and go out and do something fun. Hung out with them all the other day with a couple friends and, just enjoyed myself. So that's always important.
Yeah. That's the thing I like about doing these interviews. You have to talk with the person you're interviewing, talk about stuff like this, and just share thoughts and stuff. And it's really cool.
Yeah.
You brought up a lot of good points today. Is there anything you want to do in the future, Alex, that you're excited? Like, maybe do you want to go back into voice acting again? Do you want to maybe possibly do something with racing or doing something like that?
I mean, I can always do an occasional voice acting video for sure. If anyone ever needs me for anything, I'd sure be open for that. In terms of racing, I'm continuing my NASCAR Alternative Universe project called Sunday Night Lights.
Ooh. Go on.
And so far I'm working on 1987 and working on the Cup Series season, and a lot of exciting things have happened so far. And still working on the season. I did some races earlier today. And in terms of racing, especially get into the media world and, just whether it's being a commentator or a journalist in auto racing, I would love that. I would love to be tied closer to what I love, and that would be something I truly enjoy, and I don't have to worry about having a job to, quote, pay bills anymore, and I can just be like, yeah, I'm making a living, and it's doing something that I love doing.
That's great, man. It's good you work with something you want to do and you love. It's really important to have that.
Definitely.
Okay, well, we've been recording for a while. Is there anything you'd like to say before we wrap this interview up?
Yeah, I know this pandemic has sucked. I hope everybody's doing okay out there. Those of you that have or been affected or know anyone in family or friends that have been affected, my thoughts and prayers go out to you guys, and be safe. I know wearing a mask sucks and having to practice the social distancing, but the more we do it, and it's very difficult here in this country, because this country in the United States, it's kind of like 50 or more like 44 Germanys that are interconnected. So I think that makes things really difficult, but just take care of each other. Things will be back to normal, and all that good stuff.
Okay.
And of course, for the folks in Canada as well.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been tough up here too. Like, the fact that I got laid off.
Yeah.
I've been off since, but I've been taking advantage of this time off, bro. I've been taking advantage of it beautifully. I've been less stressed.
That's good.
Eventually, they'll probably hire me back, but the cases are actually going up again in my city. I'm like, are you kidding me? They were going down. Why are they open?
Yeah, it seems like they're going in waves. Because they've been talking about, there might be another spike, and it's just like,
and it's happening.
Kentucky's kind of, so probably because it's getting colder out. Obviously, moving into allergy season, flu season, stuff like that. So
summer's my allergy season because I'm allergic to certain. Yeah, I'm allergic to certain
it's
pollen.
It's generally around. Yeah, the transition from summer to fall is when I get it.
Yeah. So I had a cough this whole summer, and everyone's just looking at me. I'm like, I don't have COVID. It's allergies.
Oh, that's what it is anymore. That's why I try to avoid coughing in public anymore. It's just like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine.
It's just one cough. It's all it is. It's one. Plus, my allergies affect my asthma. So obviously I cough, but I do it like this so I don't spread it.
Right.
And it's not contagious anyways if you're not sick. Although there's germs, so germs are contagious in general. So wear a mask.
Yeah.
I have this really cool mask, actually. I got this nice skull one. It's so sick, like a bandana. And if
go
ahead.
I got one of those neck gaiters. I got a blue one with flames on it and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool.
And then I have my skull, like, Sons of Anarchy t-shirt, black pants, and I have my leather jacket. I wear that on. I'm like, damn. I look badass.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm wearing that skull mask on my profile picture here on Discord. So,
Nice.
yeah, man. Like what you said, you in America, you guys take careful of take care of each other in this tough times.
Indeed.
And we will eventually kick this disease's ass.
We will.
They all go down one by one. There's a cure for everything, and we will find it. Damn it.
Indeed.
So, anyways, thank you for coming to the show, Alex. It was a great interview. And
Indeed.
Yeah, thanks, man. And I will link his channel in the description of this video once this video comes out. Until then, everyone, hope you enjoy this. Stay frosty, my friends, and I will see you in the next interview. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And seriously, if you want to get into driving and watch NASCAR, check out Alex's channel. He has some interesting stuff. Peace.